Anyway, developed by Rocksteady Studios.
Yeah. Give us your final on this.
To quote myself, this game is garbage! It's fucking garbage!
Clip.
It's a fucking garbage game made of garbage for garbage people. I don't fucking understand at all. I don't understand at all what anyone sees in this game, because everyone likes it and it's fucking terrible. It's awful. It's a really bad piece of shit. There's it starts off, and I'm like, I like Batman. I want to play as Batman. This combat is tolerable. Oh, look, there's easy stealth fucking missions. Whatever. This is dragging on for a while, and then it starts with the fucking snipers. And that's when I quit originally. Because and I've gone over this 5 times in the video, but if you're gonna have stealth elements, you need to have stealth feedback. If you're a fucking stealth video game, you have to give me fucking stealth indicators on the fucking screen. You have to tell me the fucking stealth rules, and where's stealth and where's not fucking stealth. You can't just put a sniper on a map and say, it's a stealth game now! It's not how that fucking works. And every fucking second of the game, even at the beginning when it's tolerable, they constantly are telling you what to do like you're 5, and even when they tell you what to do, it's still not clear what to do, because this game is designed poorly. It is not made well. At any given second in the game, it's very rarely clear what to do and how to do it. And when you try to do the thing and you do it wrong, it doesn't tell you anything at all. Which is why we spent half an hour trying to get out of the botanical gardens a couple weeks ago, because there was just no feedback at all. They were like, do this thing. How? I don't fucking know. And so then, they just keep adding shit on the combat. I don't like that. I can't blame them, because every game that's not creative enough to actually make good combat just annoys you. That's what fucking Force Unleashed did. As they're like, this combat's fun, right? Yeah, it's fun, it's a little easy. Well, what if there are enemies that you had to use Force Lightning on? Go back to fucking school. Don't give me that dumb shit where it's like, oh, you have to hit the X button on this guy and the A button on that guy. How about you make a fucking thing that fights differently that I have to respond differently to, and not just a fucking walking square fucking hole for me to put a peg into. And then the Scarecrow things were garbage. They started off this is an unpleasant experience that's thankfully over fairly quickly. It just didn't work. The line where he could see you and not see you was not clearly defined. There was multiple times that I was hiding behind the thing in the shadow and he fucking saw me. Because it's also, it's mostly made well. We didn't really run into too many bugs. We didn't run into too many things where I was like, oh, this is not done right. But that was not done right, which is probably connected to the fucking stealth, because it's probably the same fucking stealth engine. So, in conclusion, this game's garbage. It's a piece of shit. This is my subjective opinion, but my subjective opinion is if you like this game, you're wrong, and you like a bad game. I have no idea why people liked it. I have no fucking idea. I don't understand. This has been one of the worst gaming experiences of my life. It's definitely on, my top 10 worst games of all time list. I have never made that list. I can tell you right now, this game and ActRaiser 2 were on that list. This game's awful.
So you're starting, you got a top 2 worst games of all time right now.
I don't know if this earns number 2, but
I mean, out of the 2 worst games of all time that you know
of those 2, ActRaiser 2 was definitely worse. In ActRaiser 2, you didn't play Batman. And there was.
What do you think of these QA testers? Should they have?
I'm amazed that they survived.
Should they have called out the developer on Crystal Dynamics?
I think QA is normally about bugs. And
yeah, but should somebody in QA have been like, "Hey, I'm going to QA a little deeper."
Yeah,
and say
I would be. I don't know in and out how that goes. Maybe our friend would know better. A friend of ours would know better. I wouldn't be.
Fuxall.
Yeah, Fuxall. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens and the developers just tell them to fuck off. Where they're like, "Well, what if you didn't just fucking tell them, or what if you didn't just have to tell them to throw a batarang at Zaz because that's a weird." Almost quick-time event scene with no explanation, and then they just flipped them the bird and slammed the door in their face. I could see that. QA doesn't get a lot of respect.
Where was I? There was a part in Resident Evil 4 where that happened, where like it wasn't obvious what I was supposed to do, so I just died the first time, and then after I died, I realized what I was supposed to do. But they still didn't tell me what I was supposed to do after I died.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, figure it out. So what do you think of that?
I don't know. I'd have to look at because there's times like it's fine to need to figure out what you need to do if like there is any reasonable path to figure it out. And sometimes that reasonable path is through level design. Sometimes you take the player's vision and you drag it through the level. You say, here's a bunch of interesting things that are leading up to a thing that I want them to do. I don't know what order all this comes out in, but we were playing Earthbound earlier. You were in a dungeon and you found a sign and it said 70% of players go right at this sign. And to defy that sign, you went to the left and found the healing and save area.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking genius. Because when you read that sign, you definitely don't want to go right. You want to be like, well, I'm different, or I want to see what people always miss, according to this guy. And boom, look at this thing they wanted you to find that, like, they couldn't figure out a way to make it obvious from the thing. If this was Batman, you would have got to that intersection, someone on your intercom would have started fucking talking to you, and then text would have showed up on the screen going, go to the left, go to the fucking rest area. Yeah. Fuck off, Batman.
APT food.
APT food. APT food. That's all we gotta say. APT food. I like Batman. I still like Batman. As a character, as a person. The guy doing Batman's voice in this game was, I think it might have actually been the guy from the animated show in the 90s.
I don't know.
It's a good show. He's a good Batman. He's a good voice actor. I didn't have any problems with, like, any of the Batman part of it was all fine. It was all...
The story.
Yeah, the story. And the story, it wasn't told... First of all, we weren't always listening to the intercom stuff. Second of all, there seemed like there was a lot of stuff in here that was made for deeper Batman fans. Like, maybe people would actually read the comics, because, like, I don't know who the fuck Zaz is. All I did was watch the animated show.
He was in the animated shows.
I didn't see his episodes.
Oh.
Or, like, because no one ever talks about Zaz.
Because I remember he had, like, a whole series of episodes, like a few episodes in the animated series.
Because in the animated series would still have minor villains like Clayface, or, like, the puppet doll guy, which I was trying to figure out if the one that Joker had was supposed to be a reference to that, but again, that's like a deeper Batman thing, and I like that there's deeper Batman things in here. I like that if you're like a big Batman fan, there's probably a lot more in here for you to be like, oh fuck, that's the fucking one-armed hook hand guard from issue 87. But even as like a casual Batman fan who like has seen most of the movies, watched not all of the 90s show, but enough of it. Yeah, it's good. The Batman part of it is good.
What about...
The part where it's a video game sucks shit.
Okay. I think
the combat engine, like a C by itself, is like completely harmless, fine engine, and then they just do the thing everyone does and ruins it.
There's a cast list.
There's a cast. This credits are going on for a while.
I know. I was trying to see. I can't remember if there was like a movie, like an ending thing at the end of it, because they do that in games. They do that in games too. It's not just a movie thing. I don't know who started it. Ooh. I don't know if that started with movies or if it started with video games.
Technically, there's one of those at the end of X1, if you'll recall. At the end of Mega Man X, Sigma pops up and tells you that he's still alive.
Yeah, it might be a video game.
So that's one. But I don't know the first movie that did it.
You don't know which one's the chicken and which one's the egg?
I don't know.
There's a Spanish cast list.
Yeah. If you wanted to know who Spanish Batman was, El Batman.
Which is Spanish for the Batman.
The Batman. When I beat ActRaiser 2, I felt...
a French cast list.
Yeah. When I beat ActRaiser 2, I felt a lot more relief than I'm feeling right now. I still just kind of feel angry, and I think that's because with ActRaiser 2, it was like, what's wrong with
German cast list?
It's like, what's wrong with ActRaiser 2?
Hair Batman.
It's made poorly, and it's hard, and it's dumb, and I hate it. What's wrong with Batman? Like, I could give a fucking hour-long dissertation on what's wrong with Batman. Batman is wrong for, like, very concrete reasons that I can see and point out, and be like, this is bad, this is bad, and this is bad. I don't like it when they do that. ActRaiser 2 was just a piece of shit.
Hi, is this the police?
Yeah?
Fuck you!
That's a good scene in Kung Fury. It's a good scene in Kung Fury, I can't lie.
Can these credits end? Can they end?
You know what? The viewers at home probably already know this, but I might have thrown a lot of this into just a fucking bonus weekend episode, because this is going on for fucking ever.
Yeah.
So you just want to, let's just have...
Wait, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Press a button, maybe. This looks like a still screen. Right? Okay. You got Unreal technology, Bank Video.
This is a fictional story. Any tied to real events
is by NVIDIA.
Purely coincidental. This is not based on any real events.
That was at the end of Resident Evil 4. And
That's
I'm like, do you really... Oh! Croc.
Luna's jet.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, the Titan shit is still in play.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, and it was Croc. Croc got it.
There you go.
Well, if you ever see Arkham City
congratulations,
you unlocked the shit. If you ever see Arkham City on this channel, it's going to be because Nick is playing it, because I'm not playing that piece of shit. Or if we have like an extended guest someday, but we've never really been able to make that work.
The end.
But what do you think of this game? Because you played it and you've watched me suffer through it for untold hours.
What are my memories of it when I played it?
Or just watching it now? Because I can't.
I still don't have as strong opinions as you do.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's an alright game. I don't think it's a great game. I don't think it's a bad game either. I just think it's alright. I'm just middle of the road on it. I've played worse games.
And that's Batman.